guys, and welcome to my probably last video of 2023, hopefully. I'm sitting down today with you on the 19th of December to try and record this, so hopefully, it goes okay. I don't even know what I'm going to say. It's just a summing up of my 2023 on YouTube, just generally in life. It's just a bit of waffle. I used to share much more personally in the past, but these days I mainly talk about movies with you, but just share some personal stuff with you this year. So 2023 has been an okay year for me. It hasn't been the best health-wise for my family. My parents have had a lot of health issues in the past year. It has taken me away a lot. I do struggle, and I really wanted to thank you guys for your patience with me. I do struggle to get to comments a lot, and sometimes it can take me, I've seen it take me 2 months to get to my comments. Life has a way of getting in the way, as I say. I have disabled parents. They haven't been in the best of health. Sometimes it's easy to record a video when you get a spare half hour and throw it up, but it's less easy to be able to have the time to go through loads of comments and stuff. Not that I'm saying I get loads of comments, but they build up over time. I do have a vlogging channel, so it's very small. I keep it that way. I like it to be quite private, so it's not like really widely known or anything, so I have to go through comments on that one as well. So this year, as I say, personally it probably has been a bit of a fraught one. I did get to go to Florida in August after 4 long years of saving every penny I have. People say to me, why don't you collect physical media? Well, that's the reason. I don't have the room. I've got some, there's a few shelves over here with like favourites on, but I don't tend to collect because I don't have the room, because my house is full of my kids' stuff. I tend to prefer to have like stuff. It sounds ridiculous, but yeah, if the movies get removed from like streaming, it is an issue. I probably will start to collect physical media again when I financially can and when I have the room, but when as you know yourself, when you've got kids, you've got other things to spend money on, and I don't have the spare money to go and spend loads of monies on all these copies of, so I do get a little bit frustrated, it has to be said, when people say that if you don't collect physical media, you're not a real movie fan. I vehemently disagree with that. We don't all have the disposable income. Things that I have here generally are all gifts. They're all bought to me for birthdays or Christmas and things. When you have like children, a lot of us don't have the spare money to go out and buy everything we want. So from the position of someone that used to have a mammoth movie collection when I was younger, I do understand the appeal, but it's maybe not possible for all of us at all stages in life. So I think the judgment in that case should stop from collectors slagging off streamers. Maybe we stream for a reason. I won't pay massive costs to like buy a movie on streaming, but a few like small subscriptions that are once a month, I pay less than some people spend on DVDs every week. Wouldn't it be lovely if we all had the room and the money to be physical collectors, but alas we don't, so there. I just had to address that when it had to be said. On YouTube it's been a nice enough year. I don't feel I want to get into negative people on YouTube. There are some, they're very few and far between. People will have had their issues. Everyone tends to at some stage have issues with somebody. The best thing to do is just ignore. It'll go away eventually. People that create trouble for other people are very obviously unhappy in their own lives if they have nothing to be doing in theirs other than being nasty about other people. So I don't tolerate fools. I don't tolerate nastiness. I also am not the kind of person to not speak to someone because someone else doesn't like them. I hear that suggested a lot, just generally by people. Oh, well, you said this to this person and then they don't speak to me because of you. I never do that. I'm not the kind of person to do that. If I decide not to continue communication with someone, it's for reasons of my own. It's because I've seen something in that person. If I see nastiness, if I see bullying at a nasty level, if I see name calling, I will not have anything to do with that person. Thankfully for me, it's been a positive year. I know other YouTubers haven't had very positive experiences this year and have had a lot of hassle and a lot of difficulty, and my heart goes out to them. A lot of people haven't had the best year personally this past year. We all have our ups and downs, we all have our stuff in life that happens, and we would like to think and hope that our pals will be there for us when that happens. And that is an unexpected side of YouTube that I love. We start these channels just wanting to talk about movies with other people that like movies, because I'm sure, like me, you guys have friends in the real world that roll their eyes when you start talking about films. For me, it was mainly work colleagues. It's like, oh God, she's talking about films again, for fuck's sake. And they would almost think that you were trying to show off how many movies you watched. But as you guys watching this will know, if you're a movie fan, it's escapism. You just watch lots and lots and lots of movies because you love movies that much. They take you somewhere else, they transport you, it's, you know, they make you feel all these emotions. And to find a group of other people that feel exactly the same way as you do about movies is wonderful. But when you do that and you have that hobby in common and you can have a bit of chat about films, you never expect the other side that comes with that. And this is something I hear a lot of people say. You never expect the friendship that comes with it, the support that you get from people, the kindness that you get for people using their own money to send you things through the post. And, you know, you just don't expect that. You don't expect that level of kindness. And it's something that I really, really appreciate. For anyone that doesn't know, I used to live in England for about 10 years. Typically now all these awesome people I know in England, and I can't flip and get to see any of them. But I moved back to Northern Ireland for my parents' health. They just needed the extra help, so I moved back. It's been a little bit lonely, it has to be said. You know, I left my best friend back home in Nottingham. Another one of my good friends is in Orkney. And we're all spread out a lot, and I don't get the chance to get together with people to chat, you know, friendships like that. And the friendship that you make online, although people may feel that's not real friendship, blah, 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 but some of it most definitely is. A lot of people you get to know, they're just online mates, you get on really well, but there's a lot of people online that you know that if you needed someone, if you needed to chat, if you needed an ear, you know that they would be there. And that is not something I ever expected when I started YouTube. That camaraderie, that, like, I really, really, and I'm going to try my best to get to meet with some guys, with some of you guys next year. I'm going to try my best if I can. For me, obviously, it's difficult because Isaac would never forgive me if I don't bring him. 3 flights, hotel, all of that stuff, it's expensive. If I get enough notice, you guys, I will try my best to get it all booked. And hit him with that, visiting my best friend when I'm over. So fingers crossed I manage to do it and get to meet you guys next year. But, you know, people that I properly do consider real friends, that I've got to know. And maybe I'm not as, like, you know, in chats and stuff as you guys are, because, like I say, life is very busy for me sometimes, but I do really appreciate the friendships I've made. I do really appreciate something as simple as, you know, a birthday message. I even had a recorded voice message this year from Jamie Powell and Crazy Jay, which was so funny. It cheered me right up. Not that I was miserable on my birthday, I wasn't, but it really made me laugh. You know, getting presents through the post, not that I expect to be sent anything. It's just so nice that someone would go out, see something, think of you and send it to you. I mean, that's crazy to me. And it's something that means a lot, that touches me a lot, because I don't have a lot of spare cash to do the same, to send people things that I would like to, unfortunately. But for someone else to do that, I'm just so appreciative of. I'm trying to think of anything else in 2023. For me, really, 2023 on YouTube, the most important thing was the friendships, was getting to know people a little bit more, was seeing how people support each other, was seeing how, you know, people step forward and defend friendships that don't sit in the background and allow horrible things to continue. It was that renewed faith. I'm not a people person, you probably noticed. I don't tolerate fools easily. I inherently don't trust people very easily. It takes a lot for me to trust people, and it's a gradual process. It doesn't happen right away, it happens over a long period of time. But to actually see individuals be there for their friends, to see, you know, I love to see the friendship between other people. I love to see all of those little things a person does for someone else that they think other people don't notice, but you do. You get to know certain friend groups and you get to know certain people, and you notice little things and just niceties and things like people slagging each other off because they're so comfortable with each other they can. Just watching these friendships bloom and blossom over years is a beautiful thing to watch, and to feel like you have a part of that as well is wonderful. Sure, it would be 100% better to still live in England and be able to see people, and then I have friends in America that I have so much time for also, And if I ever manage to save up enough money to go back to Florida, 100%, Strange Monkey Chris, I'm landing on you. I'm going to get better organised this year and we're going to meet up. I can't believe I was in Florida and I never got to meet Chris, but I will, it will happen. So yeah, my message this year, is this an alternative Christmas message? No, I don't think it is. It'll go out a bit later than that. So this year, really, all I wanted to say was thanks for the friendship, thanks for the support, thanks for the laughs, the chats, the likes, the comments, people I've got to know in streams, which I have loved, mainly thanks to Mike, did you see that? Also on streams with Playtendo Guy. I've got to know some absolutely lovely people I would love to know much better, and that's my bad. I just struggle to find the time with personal life and stuff. It hasn't been the easiest year personally with, you know, family health and stuff. It's been difficult, but YouTube has really been an escape. It's really been somewhere I can go to just not think about other stuff. And the friendships I've made are invaluable. Maybe you guys don't know. I'm not a person, I despise the phone. Please never think. There's someone that has tried to video call me a few times. You'll know who you are, I'm not going to say. And I will never answer a video call because, or rarely, because I'm so painfully socially awkward and shy. Sometimes I may be in my bed. Sometimes I may be filling my face. I'm just not the kind of person that finds it easy over a telephone or a video. Or on a stream, I'm fine. I'll be absolutely fine on a stream with someone because I'm prepared for it and there's other people there. But Jesus wept that the idea of talking to someone that I've never met before on the phone or on a video call puts the fear of God into me. It really does. I know a lot of other people do communicate the way and I don't. And please never take offense that I don't. It's just, if my best friend is watching this, Kelly, she will tell you we have spoken on the phone in our entire friendship, which is a lot of years, twice. And both times was because something rather shit had happened to one of us. And that's it. She don't like the phone, I don't like the phone, we don't speak on the phone. We're weird like that. It's like, no. As the phone's going, shit, what do we do with it? But yeah, I know I don't take part in that kind of side of things, but I'm always up to be on streams. Anybody that wants to do on stream, definitely, if I am free, I'm up to do streams. 2024, I want to do my first ever live stream. I've never done one. I am shitting my pants at the thought of it. My brain goes, Lisa, nobody will be watching. What are you going to talk about? And the answer is I have no idea. I don't know whether to maybe do a Q&A and get people to ask questions so I've something to talk about. I don't really feel confident doing it with a guest to start with for the first time because I don't want to waste their time if nobody's there to watch it. So I might do one just generally. Now, please let me know if you think I should and what I should talk about if I do. And then I would like to maybe ask different people. There are people that I've never seen do streams or very rarely that I would love to get on streams. I would love to talk to. Oh yes, I have to talk about these guys. You hear me say all the time that there are very few YouTubers here in Northern Ireland, especially ones that vlog and stuff and that go out around shops, so you're mortified. People look at you like you've two heads here if you get a phone out or a camera out, or even in my case in shops ask you to stop, don't allow you to do it, or follow you around the shop watching what you're doing. So that's why you don't see very many of those. But I've always wished there were like people that like love films and stuff locally, and this year I came across two, that sounded all wrong, and this year I found two guys that do. Not only do they live in Northern Ireland, one of them at least, I'm not sure where the other one lives in my hometown, which is tiny in Northern Ireland, and they are called Danny and Gav. They run Fright Club Northern Ireland. They run like every so often they have a horror film screening at a local town hall, which it hacks me off that Isaac has scouts on a Friday night because generally I can't get to go because the time coincides exactly with his scouts. My parents are too ill to pick him up, blah blah blah. Lots of blether that's uninteresting, but it's so nice to actually get to physically see people that love film as much as you do, to watch them, to hear your own accent. And that's been lovely, and I hope to get to know the guys a lot better going forward. But they're the kind of I would love to do a stream with those guys, and next year hopefully I will get to, if they will, obviously. I'd love to get Jamie Powell on a stream, Kermit's Ghost, all kinds of people, Carlini09, Leo, Aaron, I've streamed with before. I would love to stream more with them. Just so many people. It would be crazy awesome to get Kelly and Shannon from Kelly's channel and Rust and Willpower on the stream, but I'm not entirely sure they would want to do it because I think they would be like me, a bit, ooh, shit. But Movie Massacre, it would be awesome to get to speak to him on a stream. Strange Monkey. There's so many. Please don't be offended if I haven't mentioned you. The list is endless of people I would like to talk on a stream with. So if I can get over the old nerves, next year I hope to try and start doing some streams. It would probably only be once a month. It wouldn't be like a massively regular thing because I know a lot of other people do them. But yeah, I would like to do it. I streamed with also, I forgot to mention the guys from the Cinema Squad, which was fantastic. I've been on 2 streams of theirs and I've loved every minute of it. It's so much fun. When they initially did their streams, it was called Shooting the Shit and everybody was a little bit inebriated, which was brilliant. I absolutely love streams like that when everybody's just a little bit less, you know, you say what you think without thinking, should I really say that? And I love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, please, if I haven't mentioned you, please don't be offended. My memory is shocking. But yeah, in short, which is difficult for me to do, I've talked 20 minutes, guys, 20 flipping minutes. In short, thank you so much for all the friendship, for all the support, for the little extras, for the Christmas card, for the birthday present, for just being there, for being a friend, for me knowing that if I need to like have a quick chat to someone about something that's bothering me, as well as obviously my best mate, there are other people there that I could talk to, at sort of restoring my faith a lot in a lot of people. I say I'm a bit of a cynical sod. I don't trust easily, and generally I don't like most people. That sounds awful. I just mean I'm not a people person and it takes a bit. And I've just, so many people this past year has kind of restored my faith in humanity that little bit more, much more than the people that would do the opposite and drag it down. So yeah, plans for the channel, hopefully more streams next year. I'll probably stick to my weekly watches. I want to get to doing more videos of the type of ilk. I'm going to steer away from true crime because it's really difficult to discuss it without offending people because we're talking about real horrible situations, but I would like to maybe do the stories that movies were, the real stories that movies were based on. So the real story behind particular movies that you may love. So yeah, some plans for the channel next year, but my main aim is to get over this ridiculous nervousness and get a stream done. And maybe talk to you guys on those streams, get to a bit of face-to-face time with some of you would be really nice. So my main message of the year, guys, pretty much is thanks. And hopefully lots of you will be there to share the journey in 2024 with me. So thank you for watching my Indian Waffle, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next year. Over and out from Lisa Lives.